Can we call Art Dorrington to the stage, please? Now you can plainly see that Art's not a huge guy, but he was mighty, all too mighty, in an all too brief athletic career, cut short by a devastating leg break when he was in his prime as a pro hockey player. How mighty he was in his life after sport, excelling as a humanitarian, maybe even more so if that's possible, than as an athlete. As a boy, Truro-born Art Dorrington was envied for his speed and his ability in baseball, hockey, and almost any sport he chose. And those who knew him way back then knew that he had professional potential.
I played with Art in baseball until he got too good to be playing with the likes of me. He started playing hockey before he went to school. And where he lived in Truro was very good, particularly for black kids, because in those days the marshes around Truro all flooded, and you could literally skate for miles.
And Art did. While his baseball skills didn't parallel his hockey ability, Art showed plenty when he played with Truro in the Halifax and District League and St. John in the New Brunswick League. His interest developed early during his tenure as bat boy with the Hall of Fame inducted 1946 Truro Bearcats of the H&D League. But hockey was his passion. In 1950, after playing with Truro and Stellarton of the old Antigonish-Pictou-Colchester League, Art became the first black player to sign a National Hockey League contract when he signed with the New York Rangers to an Eastern League contract.
I don't think that he was roughed up because of his color. That's not to say that he didn't suffer discrimination, because he did. And he said that I played all up and down the eastern seaboard in Canada and the United States. And he said, you know, the funny thing is, I was never niggered more than I was in Stellarton, and I was playing for Stellarton. And he said that without any bitterness.
It's tough to follow Harry sometimes. Yeah. In 8 seasons in the Eastern League, with 2 out for U.S. military service, he scored 151 goals and 152 assists for 303 points in 336 games. In 1951, he took the Atlantic City Seagulls to the Eastern League Championship and later led the league in scoring, listen to these stats, 33 goals, 35 assists in 48 games with the Washington Lions. A serious break to the right femur while playing with the Philadelphia Ramblers ended his career in 1958. 5'9", 160 pounds, Art had blazing speed, considered by many the fastest skater they had ever seen. And many believe that with his lightning speed, he could have become a world-class sprinter at any distance from 100 to 400 meters. On one occasion, he ran 440 yards at the Truro Athletic Grounds in 48 seconds. A time that was only 5 seconds off the world record. Here's the caveat. Art did it while wearing baseball spikes on the cinder surface. When his hockey career ended, Art stayed in Atlantic City, working until retirement with the Atlantic City Sheriff's Department. After speaking at ice hockey in Harlem, in New York City, Art realized a similar inner-city program could work in his adopted home city. He met with the mayor and community members. He recruited volunteers and found money to finance the program. In 1998, the Art Dorrington Ice Hockey Foundation was formed. Its goal, to help youth achieve their academic potential and develop interpersonal skills through hockey. He called his program On the Ice, Off the Streets, starting with 11 kids in the first year and now bringing more than 50 children a year into that program.
This hat is an indication of one of the contributions he's made to Atlantic City. He founded and has spent a lot of time raising funds for the Art Dorrington Ice Hockey Foundation. And that's a means of getting inner city kids playing hockey, as their motto is on the ice, off the street. I couldn't imagine anybody being a better role model for kids.
This foundation stresses education as much as it does hockey. Art has said, we use hockey as the carrot to get kids to come out, but they have to attend the education portion of the program before they get on the ice. Now 74, Art is still a consultant to the Atlantic City Boardwalk Bullies of the East Coast Hockey League and is the city's commissioner of softball. Last year he was named to the Atlantic City Hall of Fame, an honor open to all citizens, not just athletes. And a local newspaper called him a living legend in this city. Another hockey legend, Maritimer Willie O'Ree, who became the first African-Canadian to play in the NHL, sent this video greeting to Art.
Hello, Art from sunny San Diego. I regret that I cannot be there in person. Congratulations on being one of 5 recipients to be inducted into the Nova Scotia Hall of Fame, an honor well deserved. Being one of Nova Scotia's finest athletes who excelled in baseball and hockey, I'm truly happy that you are finally being recognized for your tremendous achievements. Continued success with your program in Atlantic City, where you provide underprivileged children the opportunity to play hockey. My warmest regards to you and your family, and looking forward to seeing you in the very near future.
Art Dorrington, hockey player, baseball player, could have been track star. The first black professional hockey player, Art Dorrington, athlete, and most importantly tonight, Art Dorrington, newest member of the Nova Scotia Sport Hall of Fame. Now, to present the certificate of induction to Art Dorrington is a man who, in his earlier sponsor's message, stressed the importance of building stronger communities. This man embodies that, obviously. The president of Maritimes and Northeast Pipeline, Doug Bloom. And to present the Hall of Fame pin to Art Dorrington, a man who told me earlier, I want the microphone tonight for 2 sentences. That's it. Harry Fleming, come on up. Wouldn't believe what these guys are whispering to each other. They were very good friends.
When Art and I were growing up in Troy, I admired him greatly. Now that we're approaching old age, I admire him even more.
Just a bit about your foundation in Atlantic City. Just tell me and everybody here how much this is growing and has grown through the years.
Yeah, it has grown tremendously since the first year we started. Like you say, we had 11 kids the first year we started the program, and now we're over 50, 60 kids every year, and this is the 7th season with the program.
Good for you, Art. Yep. Do you ever think back and kind of reflect and wonder what might have happened had you not had that leg break?
Well, no, I don't think back too much on what might have happened, because I always think like this. It was meant for it to be that way, and God had chosen another field for you to go. So therefore, I didn't worry about what had happened. I just kept on going the way I had to go.
God love you. And just start as a final thought, what is it like tonight being back here amongst so many friends, family, supporters, fans, and well-wishers?
It is a pleasure and an honor to be back here tonight, meeting so many people that I haven't seen some in 50, 60 years, and seeing them tonight. And one person, I want this person to stand up because I'll never forget him, Bobby Beaton, who took me into Stellarton in 1945. And it was a hard time. Bobby Beaton to stand up, 92 years old. God bless you, Bobby.
Art Dorrington, congratulations. We're thrilled to have you here tonight, and you're a member of the Hall of Fame. That sounds pretty good, doesn't it?
Great. Never felt better in my life.
Beautiful. Art Dorrington, ladies and gentlemen.